Okay, thank you so much, my great mother in the house, my professor, my mentor. And we would like to call in our next speaker in the house, Dr. Motola. Dr. Motola is a visionary thinker who has brought innovative ideas to the table. Please join me, welcome Dr. Motola to briefly share with us and inspire us in today's masterclass. You're welcome, Dr. Motola. The stage is yours. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Stage is yours, Ambassador Dr. Omotola Sobowale. We can't hear you.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from every part of the country you're watching. Yes, you can International Masterclass from. Once again, I am Dr. Ambassador Omotola Sobowale. Greetings from Nigeria. All right, I just want to talk briefly on my chapter on the 5 C's of this masterclass. And before I proceed, first of all, I want to bring this to us. What if the key to stronger, more meaningful relationship isn't love alone, but it is the way we think? That brings me to my topic, which says critical and creative thinking. When we talk about creative simply means the art of adopting change, the art of adopting innovations, the art of being initiative in whatsoever thing you do. That is trying to bring in change, the change that has never existed, bringing it in a dynamic situation. And so when we talk about critical simply means being logical, ability to be able to reason critically, ability to be able to think before saying things out. So that's more the reason why these two words, creative and critical, are being come together. Creative and critical thinking. These two words cannot be isolated. No, they work in hand. They are interrelated. They are interconnected. And do you know that these two words, we use them in our daily activities? First and foremost, I would like to ask this question. Are you a product of change in where you work? Are you a product of change in where you watch it? Are you a product of change in anywhere you are? Yes, to me, I can categorically say I am a product of change because I love change a lot. I love people to be creative. I love people to be able to reason or think logically. And to all the speakers that have spoken, in fact, you all spoke my mind. You all spoke my mind, like making use of instances, making use of experiences, making use of real life facts. I'm a sociologist. As a sociologist, we base on empirical facts. We don't base on assumption. We base on evidence, not just anyhow evidence, a critical one at that, which has been generalized, that has undergo a lot of critical thinking before we now bring it out to the masses that, okay, from the board of sociologists or psychologists, this is what we have decided. This is what we have decided to embark on. Critical and creative thinking, they are the major tools in our lives that we cannot do without. Most especially, that is what some organizations are lacking. Permit me to digress a little bit. I could remember when I met with Queen Mother. Sorry to say, I never heard of her in a word until when I came across IIU. That is an international internship university in India. Oh my God. When it was time for Mama to take up the podium, do you know where I was? I felt a presence. You don't understand. There's difference between you just being a speaker, speaking, and there's a difference between you being a teacher. Queen Mother was able to break all her presentation into simpler forms. And then I was like, wow, anyhow I'm going to do, I am going to connect with this woman. She's not a person that I will just let her go. No. And ever since then, when I hear of her name anywhere, when I see her in any organization that, she's the one that is going to be training, sincerely speaking, I always make myself available. That is a product of creativity. That is a product of ability to think logically. And to the speakers that have spoken as well, they make instance of the Bible, even I myself. I have scriptural references to quotes, because even Jesus Christ embarked on creativity and critical thinking. It did not just come to the world to die for man. He had to think, because he knew that this task he wants to embark on is oh, sorry, the light has been, sorry, let me just continue. The light, they are taking the light. I hope they will restore it back. They just don't think, and they just don't like, well, I'm the son of God. I can do this because I have the power of God. He knows he's coming to the world in human form, and definitely this task is not going to be easy for him. So he had to what? He had to think, okay, I can't do this task Hallelujah. What do I need to do? Okay, I need to assemble some disciples. I need to assemble some apostles that will also help me in what? In doing the job. That is the application of what? Of creativity, application of critical thinking. So here as an individual, even do you know that the reason why some organizations fold up nowadays is because they lack these major tools, that is creativity and critical thinking. I've always said that I will not say because people are opening organizations, I should also just open organization. Trust me, if you open an organization that you are not visualized, you don't have mission to do just because people are doing it and they are making money. Trust me, if you enter such, you will fold up. So you have to connect. You have to collaborate. Those people that are doing it, how are they doing it? Remember, no leader will tell you his or her selling points. They will just give you ways at which you can start your own, though they will never give you what is making them to excel. Because the moment they tell you that, you have already what? Grabbed it. That's why some of the speakers that spoke, sorry to say, remember this is a master class and we are launching a book very soon. We are not expected to say everything concerning what we have written, because the moment, remember, we are not the only one. It's not the leaders that are here. We have some invites too that we invited that they also participate. So far we say everything we have written out, then definitely they will be like, what else do they want to hear? But we are just going to extract the points that will intrigue them in order to be like, no, I have to get this book in order for me to be what? To be insightful on how to embark on my journey. Like I said the other time, most organizations, they put up because they lack these two basic tools, which are creativity and critical thinking. Some bosses will just come and be like, without seeking for the indulgence or opinions or views of his subordinates. It will just come, or she will just come, being the boss man or the boss lady or the boss woman, and say, with the authority vested on me as the CEO or the founder of this organization, you hereby do what? When you pronounce your decision, if the decision is fine by the subordinates, trust me, they will leave. And the moment they leave, are you the only one that will do your business? Okay, thereabouts, that's when you now see some people, they will now start inviting their family, the husband, the children, monitoring the organization. Trust me, such organization cannot last. Because it's not all organizations that you need your family. You need some people that are not your family, that you know when something is wrong, you can easily talk to them that, no, this is wrong. Why can't you let us try this aspect? Critical and logical thinking. It is very, very paramount. It is not only in organization. It is not only in family. You can adopt it in every aspect of life, be it family, be it business, be it home, be it organization, be it among friends, even be it among your children. You let them know. That's more the reason why when we give birth to children, you see some children, they are creative. They will start molding bricks together in order to create a toy car, in order to create a building, and so on and so forth. You will be like, wow, this is amazing. Definitely, this boy is trying to tell you that when I grow up, I am going to what? Be and what? A builder. ability for us to be critical, to be creative in whatsoever we do. Remember, husband and wife, they will fight, but the ability for the husband to be able to get to the root of the matter before assumption, getting the fact, makes the relationship to be what? To be good. If not so, there is going to be conflict. Creativity and logical thinking helps to solve conflicts because you did not hear that, this is what A said, this is what B said. No, you make your own findings. After you make your findings, then you'll be like, yes, okay, this is the conclusion. After my findings, after a lot of evidence, this is my findings. If we are not creative, if we are not logical in whatsoever thing we do, people will not recognize us. We are just like a worthless being. In my place of work, I always tell them that look at me. If I ask them, let us do this, let's do that, they will tell me that this is how they have always been doing. I said, sorry, no, I don't believe in that. I believe in change. I believe in adaptability. We can do it like this and we should still work. We should still succeed. I don't believe this is how they are be doing it. I don't believe that this is how they have been doing it in 10 years' time. 10 years' time to this time, it has changed, a lot has transformed. Why can't you let us imbibe this new change and let's see the positive result? And when they heed to my advice, they will be like, wow, and this is excellent, and this is great. That is a product of change. That is a product of critical thinking. Are you a problem solver in your place of work? Can anyone come to you and say, please, I have issue in this. Can you help me to resolve it? For anyone to come to you to ask you a problem for you to solve for them, then definitely we always remember they have read your autography, they have read everything about you. Remember, they said people no longer read books again. It is you as a leader from head to toe that they read. Before I got this job, I was a trainer, you know what it takes to be training all these public school head teachers, assistant head teachers. It takes the grace of God. But with my personality, ability to make the training to be fun, putting myself in their shoes and everything, it makes everything to be perfect. And whenever I visit their school for supervision, they will always aid me that, wow, our supervisor is here. Wow, our Messiah is here that will solve our problem. Is it me? No, it is not me. Because I imbibe what? Change. Because I imbibe creativity. Because I imbibe what? Logical thinking. So, in a nutshell, if we are able to imbibe these great two tools, the great two tools, that is critical and creative thinking, it will help us in every aspect of our lives. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me. I rest my case to meet on Saturday again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And please, you said you'll be coming back on Saturday. Saturday is actually our conference, and you won't be able to elaborate it much, but you've promised that you will come back on Saturday again, on Saturday evening. Is that correct?
No problem. If it is evening, it's fine. Then how I elaborate it later.
Yes, you will elaborate it well on Saturday evening, but feel free to join us if you are not having your party and weddings and all that. Feel free to join us on Saturday.
All right, Ma. Thank you very much for the
Thank you
privilege.
so much.
Yes, Ma.
Thank you.